They said it was impossible, they called us delusional. But right now, three mega whales are executing a plan that'll rocket XRP past Ethereum before July. And honestly, the screenshots will shock you. They said XRP was finished. They laughed when we talked about XRP overtaking Ethereum. They mocked the idea of a global financial reset led by Ripple. But what they didn't expect was this a full-blown, calculated buying frenzy being executed by the five largest XRP wallets. That's right, in the last 72 hours, an emergency buying spree has triggered a movement of billions of XRP into private and institutional grade cold wallets, suggesting these whales know something the public doesn't. Music, and if the patterns we're seeing continue, XRP's market cap could flip Ethereum before July. We're going to break it all down: how the wallets are moving, who's behind it, and what the data reveals. The on-chain data from platforms like Sentiment and Whale Alert has been lighting up like a Christmas tree. Wallets associated with known crypto whales and early Ripple investors have been quietly accumulating, with some pulling off transactions exceeding 500 million XRP in a single move. These are not ordinary transfers, these are precision moves into corridors that feed Ripple's on-demand liquidity network. If history repeats itself, this pattern has always preceded major price movement, but it gets wilder. These wallets, some of which haven't moved in years, are now activating simultaneously. It's like watching a sleeping giant awaken. And it's no coincidence that this happens just days after rumors broke about a top-secret flare network operation called Project Tsunami. Whispers of Project Tsunami have been growing louder, and if even half the leaks are true, the implications are earth-shaking. According to sources allegedly close to the flare development team, Project Tsunami includes a massive burn mechanism, potentially taking 50% of the XRP supply off the market. If confirmed, this would be the largest deflationary event in XRP's history. Why does this matter? Simple: supply and demand. Cut the supply in half, maintain or increase demand, and you get explosive price action. Music, this isn't just a game changer, it's the kind of protocol move that creates millionaires overnight. We've seen what token burns do in smaller projects, but at this scale, it's unprecedented. It would effectively reprick the entire XRP ecosystem in a matter of days. As this unfolds, a so-called leaked email, allegedly from a Federal Reserve official, has begun circulating. While unconfirmed and possibly fabricated, the contents are stunning. The email suggests that certain stablecoin models and CBC pilots are being temporarily shelved because XRP is being considered as a primary reserve asset for cross-border settlements. Now, again, this could be pure fiction, but honestly, the timing is suspicious. Every time XRP gains momentum, something leaks that either halts the rally or, propels it forward. This time, however, the markets are calling the bluff. Instead of dumping on the rumor, whales are doubling down. It's as if they've seen the blueprint and know exactly what's coming. Music, but let me be clear, $10,000 by 2030 might not be as absurd as it sounds. Music, in fact, $1,000 per coin could actually be the real low-end estimate. Let's do the math. If XRP becomes the backbone of international remittances, even capturing 10% of the SWIFT market, the transactional volume would force institutions to hold large reserves, factor in deflationary measures like Project Tsunami, plus staking mechanics being introduced via Flare's FXRP, and suddenly we're talking about constrained supply meeting unprecedented utility. A 1,000 XRP would place its market cap in the trillions. Yes, but so did gold. And isn't this the new digital gold? Music, the comparisons aren't random. They're strategic. Just look at what BlackRock's SEC isn't telling you. The reason major ETF providers like BlackRock say appear hesitant to support XRP is simple: control with Bitcoin. They can manufacture volatility, accumulate during crashes, and dump during pumps. XRP, on the other hand, is becoming increasingly immune to these cycles. Ripple's enterprise integration and ODL corridors are reducing its dependence on speculation that scares the traditional gatekeepers. BlackRock thrives in chaotic, manipulatable markets. XRP represents an existential threat to that system, a neutral, fast, scalable asset that governments and banks can adopt without the systemic risk posed by proof-of-work chains. That's the real reason behind the anti-XRP FUD campaigns. It's not about legality, it's about losing control. Now let's talk strategy for those who've held XRP through thick and thin, through delistings, lawsuits, and FUD storms. Your patience may soon be rewarded, but timing is everything. As we enter this 48-hour countdown, driven by whale movement protocol rumors and macroeconomic instability, You need to be locked in, whether it's Flare's ecosystem, ramp up Project Tsunami, or the silent institutional nods happening behind closed doors. Everything is pointing to a parabolic setup. But make no mistake, this is not financial advice, it's financial awareness. Understand the risk, but also understand the magnitude of what's happening. The community is buzzing. Telegram groups are blowing up, Reddit threads are pushing theories that would have seemed insane just months ago, but now backed by data and movement. Look eerily plausible. Some believe XRP will overtake Bitcoin in utility and adoption. Others claim it'll replace Swift outright, while those are extreme views. The energy behind them is real. And it's not just retail. Former regulators, central bank insiders, and hedge fund managers are increasingly including XRP in their private portfolios. That's a fact, so where does that leave you? If you're already holding XRP, this is a moment to reassess and maybe even reposition. If you're new, the window is rapidly closing. This isn't about FOMO. It's about being early to a global financial shift. Most people won't understand until it's far too late. Whether or not the $10,000 prediction comes true, the structural pieces are being laid for XRP to take a dominant role in digital asset infrastructure. And with whales going nuclear, network upgrades accelerating, and rumors swirling about reserve asset status, this isn't just another crypto rally. Honestly, this could be the beginning of a generational wealth wave. Subscribe or well regret forever. When this explodes, you've seen the screenshots, you've seen the numbers now. It's your move. Disclaimer: this video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Please do your own research and consult with a financial advisor before making any investment decisions.